Alright, one more video before I have to go and pick up my landlord's dog. It is not a bad situation. I love the dog. Landlord's a good dude. He also lives here, so like landlord slash housemate. It's a good situation. It's all good. But anyway, this is a level 63 Blue Mage quest given to us by Pionde, the recent Azuro the Fourth, and it is called "Everybody Was Fukumen Fighting." Everybody was Fukumen fighting. Fukumen being what we just learned in the previous blue quest, which I literally just did, so it's right in my mind. The name they have for the kind of blue mage fighting ring thing that's pretty much exactly similar to the masked carnival that they have in Kugane. But yeah, here we go. Mercy, you're looking even more competent than usual. I take it you followed Martyn's advice? Well, don't slow down now, because I've been improving by leaps and bounds. The Celestium still echoes with applause for the deeds of Azuro the Fourth. Speaking of fighting arenas, I have a letter here for you from the Guildmaster. Sorry. I wonder how his investigation in Kugane is progressing. I'm going to read it in Martyn's voice. Dear Mercy, I write to you from lands foreign and forbidding. The bubbling of the tea kettle, my constant companion. This missive should, by rights, be a comprehensive report on our Far Eastern competitors, but I must confess that my investigative efforts suffered a significant setback following my arrival in Kugane. I fear that the true purpose of my journey here will be delayed beyond the limits of Royce's patience, thus do I humbly beg you to render your assistance. Please come to the tea house in front of the Sekisugumi barracks, and I will explain everything. Waiting in hope, Martyn. Oh dear, I suppose we should have expected something like this. You will help him, won't you, Mercy? I shudder to think what kind of trouble he's found himself in. I will. And I will teleport there for free. It would cost $9.39 with reduced teleportation rates, but Blue Mage gives you free teleportation via allied seals that you can use to spend on it takes 5 allied seals per aetheryte ticket, so free teleports anywhere you go. It is a beautiful. Ow. My neck hurts, but it always does. Nothing new there. Some days are worse than others, and I think it's actually probably pretty closely tied to my hydration level, but I don't know for sure. We find Martyn in Kugane in the eastern and a little bit northern, like just to the north of Kugane Castle. He is wearing blue, like kind of traditional Far Eastern robes. Welcome, honored customer. Can I interest you in a steaming cup of tea and a delectable dango? Dude. I cross my arms. Yeah, Mercy, you came! My options are how to change a profession or a nice robe? How to change a profession? This is part of the setback I mentioned in my letter. I was just about done for the morning anyway, so now's as good a time as any to talk. Well, when I first arrived in Kugane, I thought to myself, Martyn, you need to find yourself a place to stay. It must have taken, at least several moments before I got hopelessly lost in the back streets, and that's when a kindly Namazu offered to lend me a hand. Finn, whatever. Accepting his aid was the start of my misfortunes. The little bleeder had me knocked out, purse emptied, and stripped to the skin before I even knew what was happening. To add insult to injury, the local authorities' response to a befuddled, bare-bottomed man stumbling about town is to lock him up on charges of public indecency. I was able to plead innocence on that count, at least, but that still left me penniless, friendless, and naked as a newborn babe. The officers took pity on me then, and arranged a job for me here at the tea house in exchange for food and board. Once they'd lent me some clothes, of course. I've since been spending every spare moment learning the ins and outs of the perfect cup of tea, but I think I've got the hang of it now. I can finally start nosing into that Fukumen fighting festival, and, with your help, hopefully make up for the lost time. Right then. I'll ask some questions around the tea house while you interrogate the clientele of the Shiokaze hostelry. Gently, mind you. Once you've ferreted out some choice bits of information, we can meet back here and compare notes. Let's get to it. Everybody was Fukumen fighting. We shall sprint. I probably could have teleported. It wouldn't have saved much time. But I probably could have teleported over the Shiokaze hostelry, and that definitely would have saved time. I actually did some sneaking over here for Ninja in the most recent quest. Listening in on some conversations. We talked to this person named Haboku at a table with some drinks all by himself. I know more about drinking than fighting, but even I've heard about this festival of yours. They opened its doors only a short while ago, and the battle and beasts it showcases are already drawing huge crowds. The real stars, though, are the Blue Wizards. Their wild magics bring the customers back again and again, like a smooth cup of sake. I personally have not enjoyed any sake I've ever tasted. Even cold, like they try to serve it warm most of the time, but I don't like it warm, I don't like it cold. I don't know. And this is Hayataka, who is a male sitting at a table with another, like, Rogan male, but this guy's human. Do I know of it? I've been to see it. Blue Hood was a fan favorite for a while, but now everyone cheers for Golden Goliath. Not only has he bested every creature he's faced, but he's also crushed any upstart brave enough to challenge his title. I should warn you now, friend, tickets to the festival sell out quickly, but there's a price for everything, if you got the purse to pay for it. Okay. Up one more level to the tippy top here. An urbane citizen with a puppy by his side. He? Yeah. A gray-haired silver fox. The Fukumen Fighting Festival, men slaughtering beasts. Bah, where's the entertainment in that? I can understand the common folk lapping it up, but it seems that even the Lord Bugyo has fallen under its spell. Last I heard they were hosting matches in the No Theater up at the castle. Unbelievable. We head back to where we found Martyn. Running east. I think I'm gonna start fishing after this. Like, literally start it. Haven't done it on this character. Talk to Martyn here. What did we find out then? I explained what I found out. Sounds to me like the festival is a recent phenomenon, which means it's almost certainly an imitation of our masked carnival. If we're to be completely sure, though, I need to see one of these matches with my own eyes. Now, I heard the same thing you did about buying tickets. Seems they all sell out before you can bloody blink. But rumor has it they do a thriving trade on the black market. And as much as I'd prefer to avoid dealing with back alley types, I don't think we have time to mess about. Let's wander the streets around Kugane Dori and see what's on offer, shall we? That's to the south. My sprint is back up. Sprint is back, sprint is back, sprint is back up. This might not be the fastest way, but it's the way I'm going. In fact, I'm actually going to use this teleport. This is where you buy level 70 gear with Tomestones of Poetics. Teleport across the river, basically, here. Find Martyn in kind of behind the... This is the market area, so we're up to the south of it. Keep an eye out for any shady-looking characters. Cutscene. He's got glasses on. They are too small for his face. Festival tickets. I have tickets for the Fukumen and the fighting. Yes, yes. Some voice. I don't know the owner of the voice yet. Is it one of the fish people? Oh, one of the little, yeah, one of the little fish guys. You! I know you! Says Shifty Namazu. I have met him before, in the storyline. My options are Gyoshin, Gyodo, or Gyofun. I think it's Gyodo. Gyodo! Yes, it is! Your faithful Gyodo! Wait, you're that Namazu who robbed me. Well, you were all but asking to be robbed. How was I to know you were acquainted with our mutual friend here? I ought to gut you here in the street. Where's my money? Where are my clothes, you nasty little bottom feeder? Now, let us not be hasty. Your money I can return, but the fine clothing sold quickly. Perhaps you will accept some other form of recompense? Yes. He's bowing, like, really, really low to the ground. Martyn's just looking down at him. Tickets! Tickets! You were in search of Fukumen Fighting Festival tickets, were you not? Here, you must have this rare and valuable entry token, free of charge. Hands it over. We are even now. Yes? Then I must be on my way. And he runs off. I just shrug as he goes. Well, I suppose I'll never see my clothing again, but at least I got some coins back and snagged an entry ticket into the bargain. Let's head on over to the castle and see if there's any matches underway. I imagine there's someone collecting tickets at the gate. I give him a nod. Cutscene fades as he walks out of it. We head directly east to the castle. May as well sprint because I'm sure a minute will pass between the next time before the next time I have to run again. Up some stairs, up some more stairs, and the fighting festival ticket taker is here. Oh, you're here. You are in for a treat. Inimitable. That's an interesting word. I don't think I've heard that word before. Oh, you are in for a treat. The inimitable Golden Goliath is on the docket for today's entertainment. May I see your tickets, please? Well, let's get the both of us in. Certainly, sir. You are aware, however, that this token only permits entry into to the preliminary matches. A full-price ticket is required to view the main event. Grr, that slimy, bewhiskered bugger must have slipped us the cheapest one he had. Well, never mind. As long as we can get some idea of what's going on in this festival of theirs. The ticket taker bows. We get a cutscene. This kind of kabuki door opens. Looks like a devil face on it. We see a tiger. Full tiger. And a Lalafell. Is that Nabuto? No, what is his name? Nabuki? Gosh. Nutiba Buntiba? This could be. But it looks like a ninja, but like in blue, like blue ninja attire. But he's got the blue staff. The announcer says, "Ladies and gentlemen, here to raise the curtain on this evening's spectacle of savagery is the illustrious sky-wrapped warrior himself, Blue Hood. Be amazed by his cerulean arts as he tangles with a terrible and tenacious Yangtzean tiger." We take our places to hopefully sit and watch and not block anybody else's. But the Lalafell starts casting a lightning bolt at him. And looks like 1,000 Needles kind of thing. And like this laser ray of purple energy, and the tiger goes down. A masterful performance, while few compared to the magnificence of Golden Goliath, who can deny the talent apparent in Blue Hood, the original pioneer of blue wizardry. Martyn is shocked at this. The pioneer of... It was me who brought blue magic to the masses, not this puffed-up pretender. I've seen enough. The spells are real, alright, but the execution is atrocious. It's an offense against our profession. Who's behind that mask, then? I'd like to know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we progress to the main event, Blue Hood himself has asked that you spare him a moment of your attention. Bows. Listen one, listen all. No occult tricks or arcane incantations can contend with the all-surpassing might of blue wizardry. Who among you dreams of holding such miraculous power in the palm of his or her hand? Martyn, I know that voice. It's him. It's bloody Nutiba Buntiba. A human in the human spectator says, "Are you saying that anyone can learn those spells? Even me?" He struts across the stage. "If you but possess the will, then I, the founder of Azure Evocations, need only to mark the way." He holds out 4 blue crystals. I have with me a surfite. Another word I'm not really familiar. It's like a surplus, but Sam U R Frank E I Tom. Surfite of talismans to awaken the blue spirit within you, and a stack of custom-made raiments to arm and garb you. Those first in line will also receive one of a limited number of blue wizardry spell tomes. Come forth and open your purses. The bold will be rewarded. And all of a sudden there's this blue chest next to him. a lady, a man, another man, a Rogan, like a bunch of people are walking up, cheering around them, hoping to get a piece, get in on the action. Martyn like leans his head forward, eyes closed, hand like above his nose, shakes his head. That thieving bastard! I knew I was missing a cache of soul crystals or cash. I mean, has he no shame? He's even stolen my old sales pitch, right down to the introductory offer. He balls his fists. Ladies and gentlemen, I must ask those without full price admission tickets to kindly vacate the seats. The main event is soon to commence. Martyn grits his teeth, but we leave. Cutscene goes black. We talk to Martyn outside to continue. I wasn't entirely sure what we'd find in here, but it wasn't the great vanish in Nutiba, I can tell you that much. Let's wait around for a bit and see if he comes out. I think I'd like to have a few words with our budding entrepreneur. Cutscene. Do I have my phone on vibrate? Here we go. And out comes the ninja in blue. Stretches his arms to the sky. Walks right up to Martyn. Well, well, fancy meeting you here, Nutiba. Hope you've got a good explanation for why you'd stab your old guild master in the back like this. Sorry, you must have mistaken me for someone else. I haven't the faintest idea who... You can drop the act already. I saw you flaunting your blue wizardry in that farce of a performance, and don't you think I didn't recognize my missing soul crystals? Starts to panic. Now see, this guy named Kageyama, a bald, kind of pretty red-skinned, got a large black mustache, black goatee, but bald. He's got the hair on the sides of his head, wearing yellow robes. Now you see here, I don't know who you are, what you want, but I'll not have you endangering my investment. Have a care with whom you meddle. Martyn cocks his head to me. I say something. So he's just some two-gill villain, is he? Must have some stones on him if he thought he could conquer the castle, though. I recognize you now. That was a misunderstanding. I was a victim of circumstance. I've since put all that behind me and resumed my place as an upstanding citizen and businessman, says Kageyama. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. Well, whatever you claim to be, it's clear that your enterprise is a blatant imitation of our masked carnival in Ul'dah. As Guildmaster of the Blue Mages, I demand you cease and desist in this unscrupulous attempt to profit from the spellcraft that I established. Do you expect me to simply crumble before your insistence? Who's to say that you are not the ones who mimicked us? If you truly are the founder of blue magic, then you won't mind giving us all a demonstration of your powers. I challenge you to face the greatest combatant in the history of the Fukumen Fighting Festival, the undefeated Golden Goliath. He turns to another Rogan, who is like gold ninja attire. Kugeyama laughs. Prove yourself against our champion, and we'll surrender to your demands. You find these terms acceptable, I trust. Of course. Consider your challenge accepted. Very good. I shall organize an exhibition match for the purpose, and inform you of the schedule at a later date. Don't stray too far now. And Nutiba and the Golden Goliath walk off, out of the scene. Gods above, what have I got myself into this time? Come on, Mercy, I need to run back to the tea house. My shift is about to start. He walks out. Cutscene goes black. Turn my cutscene to black. Okay. We're just gonna go up these stairs. North. And then to the left and down these stairs. To the north again. To the left down these stairs. To the north again. And we find Martyn hawking the tea again. Right, all I have to do is beat this Golden Goliath fellow and the festival is history. I mean, how difficult could it be? Even if he is their champion, the whole thing is an inferior contest in the first place. But even though I'm sure to win, it never pays to be overconfident. Best do some more investigating before the match, I'm thinking. By the way, you might want to keep yourself up to snuff on the off chance I'm unfit for battle on the day. Tingle is a handy spell to know. Ahem. Anyway, it's back to work for me. I already know Tingle, thank you. 25,750 experience points, 2141 gil. Everybody was Fukumen fighting is complete. This video is complete. I will see you next time. Level 65, I already got it. We're good to go. Yeah, I'll see you soon for the next one. Bye-bye.